welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Marina, and today I want to talk about healthy eating and meal prepping and what I ate this week to lose 5 to 6 pounds. Fluctuates. However, this is the first time in a long time that I'm at the weight that I am today, and I must say I'm pretty damn proud of myself because I didn't think that okay, let me just rewind a few years ago. So a few years ago I weighed 125, which is what I'm weighing right now, and for the longest time I was just plateauing at 130, and it was really hard because I was like 130 and then one day it would be 131, so that's why I said 5 to 6 pounds, because my weight was fluctuating a lot. But this is something that has worked for me, and maybe it will work for you guys. Meal prep that I will guide you guys through is basically roasted vegetables with chicken. Sounds pretty simple, and it is, and it's also very delicious. I do have a lot more meal prep, so hopefully this can be a series of different videos that I can share with you guys on what I eat and what you can make to switch it up a bit, to have a little bit of fun, but also stay on track with your health and just be healthy. And I'm not saying that this is something that you need to eat because you need to be skinny. No, you don't have to be skinny. You can be thick and be happy, but also just try to be mindful of what you eat. I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not an expert in this field. I am just a girl who has experimented over the years with her diet, and this is what works for me. And where I am now, I am so happy with my weight that I'm just getting ready for my vacation. Your girl is getting fit, and I'm so excited about that because I really was slacking for the last month. I should have been where I am right now like a month ago and probably less, but hey, it's time. I have 1 month left and I'm grinding hard, so this has definitely worked for me, and I want to share it with you guys because maybe you could take something away from this. You know, maybe not exactly my meals, but what I add into the meals, you can do your own little, you know, variations. So anyway, enough chit chat. I want to get right to it and show you guys what I eat. Let's get to the recipe because I know you guys want to see some cooking. So let's get this started. Okay, so we're gonna start off with 1 whole cauliflower. I don't know how to cut cauliflower, if there's a proper way to do it. I just kind of cut them into little pieces, and then I put them in my pan, get them all spread out, and even use the little crumbs because I find when they mix with the spices, it's really good later to just kind of mix it in with the rest of the bigger chunks of the cauliflower. So then we're gonna go and get 2 big sweet potatoes and cut them into small semicircles. Now at first I thought these chunks were a good size, however I realized later that they were a little big, so you might want to cut them into smaller pieces so they'll cook faster. So according to bbcgoodfood.com, I read the nutritional benefits of sweet potatoes just so I know what I'm gaining when I do switch the white potato for the sweet potato, because they are not the same thing. So sweet potatoes are actually a rich source of fiber, as well as containing an array of vitamins and minerals including iron and calcium. They're also a good source of vitamin B and vitamin C. However, one of the key nutritional benefits of sweet potato is that they're high in an antioxidant known as beta carotene, which converts to vitamin A once it's consumed. So needless to say, sweet potatoes are pretty good for you. Next we're going to get 2 big zucchinis and slice them into little circles. I actually like to make them different sizes because I like the variation in texture when I cook them. So according to foodrevolution.org, zucchinis contain 0 fat, it's high in water and fiber, but also contains significant amount of B6, riboflavin, folate, C and K, and minerals like potassium and manganese. I suggest actually researching further into these types of minerals and vitamins just to know what the specific health benefits are, because then you get to know more about the food that you are consuming. So then we're going to go and spread the olive oil all over our vegetables evenly. Now I like to try to make this as even as possible so that they cook relatively even when you're putting them in the oven. So then we have our garlic seasoning. This adds a little bit of flavor to your vegetables. I actually put this on my chicken as well. It's really, really good, and I'm the kind of person that just can't have plain vegetables. I need to have some type of flavor, so this adds a nice kick. However, if I don't have seasoning, I'll just use Himalayan salt and some black pepper, and then I'm just gonna go and mix it all around so that everything is covered evenly with all the seasoning and the olive oil. I like to use my hands because I find that I can feel which vegetables need more oil or which vegetables need more seasoning. So once your chicken has completely thawed, you want to get tinfoil and lay it flat on a pan. I like to drizzle olive oil on my chicken breast along with some black pepper and pink Himalayan salt and some garlic seasoning. In the past, I've used lemon, I used fresh garlic, whatever works for you and whatever flavors you like, you can just make your own variation, but this is how I like to make it. Then you're going to preheat your oven to 425, and I did find that when you have this many ingredients in the oven, you may want to increase the heat because it does take longer for your ingredients to cook. Then we're going to go and make our quinoa. So I like to eat quinoa rather than rice. I find it's lighter and helps me de-bloat a little bit more, because when I eat rice, it's still good, but I do feel relatively bloated afterwards. And also in between, I like to take out my vegetables and flip them so that they get an even brown on both sides of the vegetable. And then for my sweet potato, I like to just kind of mix it around, and I'll even do a taste test to see if it needs more ingredients. And same for the cauliflower, I'll just mix it around with a spatula. For the chicken, I like to flip it over and cook both sides evenly so that it gets the middle, so it's completely cooked. And then now I like to store my vegetables and my ingredients in nice, efficient containers like these ones. And I do my meal prep this way because it takes up a lot less room in my fridge. My fridge gets pretty stocked up, so doing this just saves a lot more space for me. And for my chicken, I actually like to cut them into little pieces just so that one day if I feel like I want more chicken or I want less chicken, I can just kind of gauge how I go about my meals for that particular day. And now that you have your meal prep ready, next day when you need to go to work, you can just take out your containers and fill the container that you're going to bring to lunch or even dinner, whatever the case may be. And this just helps me save time, but also know that I'm eating healthy and I'm keeping a healthy mindset when I'm going to work, or if I'm going to be out, I like to just bring a container full of food. This way you also save money as well, so it's just more efficient. And there you go, that is your meal prep, and I hope you guys learned something.
Alright guys, so that concludes my meal prep. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I was able to teach you guys something when it comes to meal prepping, whether it's learning about the different style of meal prepping that I do, learning about the recipe itself, or perhaps I use an ingredient that you don't use and that you can use now in your meal prep. Whatever the case may be, I make these videos because I want to teach something. You know, even if it's a little thing like meal prepping, changing your diet can go a long way if you are starting a fitness journey. For myself, knowing to add protein into my diet really helped me lose fat but also gain muscle. I like to use the analogy about the car. You know, your body is like a car, but a car doesn't run if you don't fuel it with gas. So the gas is the food and we are the car. You know, I go to the gym quite often, and if I don't eat enough, I actually tend to kind of get softer, and I don't necessarily gain weight, but my muscle definition starts to go, my stomach feels actually weirdly bloated, and that's honestly not good at all, because people think that to lose weight they need to eat less, and that's not always the case, especially if you're in the gym. Sometimes you have to eat more. So anyway, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it, and I'm trying really hard to consistently be posting. It's just extremely difficult with just life in general, but I'm pretty sure that everyone knows what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna keep going and I'm gonna keep grinding. I just really hope that you guys will subscribe to my channel and really stay tuned for other videos. And I want to do fun videos and also educational videos. I want to keep making videos because I think it's a lot of fun. So please hit that subscribe button. Maybe leave a comment. Tell me, what's something that you want to change about your diet? Even the small things make a big difference, and you want to just keep that in mind when starting a healthy lifestyle. Anyway guys, thank you again, and stay tuned next week for my next video. Bye!